Hello everyone and welcome to our 2022 virtual conference. Today's a great opportunity for us to come together and reflect on how we've grown as a family over this year. So a slight change to this year. Our Operational Director, John Lehman, our HR Director, Sharon Ashcroft, and the rest of the leadership team, hosted by our future leaders, will be taking a closer look at our performance and pride points over the last 12 months.
Over the next 40 minutes or so, we'll look at how you've been delivering on our purpose, principles and ambition. In particular, we will be focusing on how you've been making TrustFord the envy of our competitors by driving the standard in customer care.
We'll also be looking at the exciting investment and innovation that's been going on around our business throughout 2022 and beyond. Even more importantly, we'll be looking at the investment that we've been putting into you, in line with our ambition to grow and retain the best people.
So let's take a look back over the last 12 months and share our pride points and how PPA really shone through. So we started the year challenging everyone to think about our purpose, to drive the standard in customer care, particularly focusing on our CVP scores across the organisation. So in Q1, showing honesty and integrity and the attitude to make it happen, we all pulled together and we experienced a system outage which really did impact everyone across the organisation. But we continued to serve our customers and shared support along with many colleagues. So a real appreciation from the board and leadership team. So we've invested and innovated exciting proposals over the last 12 months. Aberdeen and Glasgow and our announcement going into Scotland. We refurbed Wimbledon and Guernsey and also very recently Erdington Signature. Our EVA accreditation continues and we're investing in EV facilities. We now We have over 10 sites across the UK and there's more to come. So you've shown the spirit of care in many ways, and certainly the TrustFord Tidy campaign, the support to Ukraine, and also in your local communities. It's just fantastic, the amount of colleague engagement that we get on these initiatives. Thank you. Which leads me on to Ben, our automotive charity partner. We've done various things again as a family over the last 12 months. Bake Off for Ben, the Breakout for Ben Active Challenge. We did 40,000 miles over that period, so thank you. And then the Beast of Ben was new for this year. 9 teams that took the challenge in Wales, travelling around Snowdonia, and a £34,500 sum raised, so thank you for that. We celebrated our success together in awards as well. And the highlights of this year were Motability, D&I and Fleet Awards. Congratulations to everyone involved. We continue to focus on the D&I strategy, which is really important for us all. And we really needed to understand and get feedback from our colleagues. So all the listening sessions have been now fed back. And thank you if you took part in the You Share We Care survey. Again, a first for this year, we entered the Great Places to Work, and it was fantastic to be certified in the very first year. And it was also great to see external events coming back and the wider audience across TrustFord with the envy of our competition. It was great to be in Birmingham at the CV show, in Northern Ireland at the Ford Fair, meeting colleagues, existing customers and potentially new customers. And we continued that theme in Scotland with the All Ford event in Aberdeen, where we took the opportunity to share our strategy with the customers in Scotland. And it's great now we've got those dealership footprints supporting the Parts Plus fleet and mobile service. And we had a special fleet event in Scotland as well in September, where we really did put our strategic intent in moving into that country. This year, we celebrated our success of the first ever graduates from our Future Leaders programme, and I was delighted to congratulate them at a recent event held in their honour. I also want to take this opportunity to thank their managers, mentors and leaders for supporting them through this programme. And I'm absolutely delighted that 3 of them have joined us today to help facilitate our virtual conference. So Sean, over to you.
Hello everyone, I'm Sean Turton, CRM Manager, and I'm delighted to be here today with Sharon, Becky, Paco, Glenn and Dermot to talk about our ambition to grow and retain the best people. Sharon, can you tell us why it's so important to develop and keep colleagues and what action the company is taking to do this?
Hi Sean, yes, this is such an important topic, not just because of current recruitment challenges and the huge cost to recruit and train new colleagues, but because we know that by keeping our colleagues engaged and happy, we can build more success together. Actions we are taking include the Future Leaders programme, congratulations by the way, and the newly launched Grade 4 development programme, Driving for Leadership. So by investing in our colleagues, we are motivating and growing colleagues' experience and understanding of what true leadership looks like. It also ensures our future is in safe hands whenever new opportunities, positions become available. We've also taken our diversity and inclusion strategy to the next level. We need to make sure all colleagues are made to feel comfortable, welcome and able to bring their whole self to work. With the help of an external support, all leaders in our organisation, starting with the board and leadership team, have been or are going through some comprehensive diversity, equity and equality and inclusion education. This will be transformational in helping us really understand the actions we need to embrace to make sure we truly are a great place to work in every single corner of our business.
Thanks Sharon. Dermot, as one of our regional directors, can you tell us how you bring to life the strategy to grow and retain the best people?
Hello Sean. As Sharon said, this is a huge subject for us. I think the changes that we have made in how we recruit and invest in a comprehensive induction at the Academy is very important. But it's also critical that we give everyone the right support once they are actually in their job and back in the dealerships. To me, this means a personalised induction plan with constant communication and regular one-to-ones. And by one-to-ones, I don't mean, here's a list of KPIs and a list of things to do. I mean properly listening to each other. We all know everyone is busy, but taking that time out to really invest in regular formal catch-ups is absolutely critical. Ultimately, for me, it's about making all of our colleagues feel valued and comfortable within their environment and making sure that they are motivated and look forward to coming to their work every day to give of their very best.
Thanks Dermot. Your region has particularly strong customer feedback scores on Google, Trustpilot and CVP. Do you see a connection between these scores and how we grow and retain our people?
100%, absolutely. I'm a massive believer in our PPA and in making sure that we all live by our principles of care and respect for everyone. There's no doubt in my mind that having that respectful, caring workplace in turn creates that ambience, atmosphere, that environment where our customers will actually enjoy returning back and giving us their business time and time again.
That's great, thanks Dermot. Paco, isn't it fair to say you're actually an example of how TrustFord grows its people?
This is true, Sean. I'm very proud to be a part of the TrustFord family and to have been supported in my own progression. I'm also really pleased to be able to support the development of others in my team and have seen many other colleagues progress throughout the business.
Sharon just mentioned how hard the employment market is at the moment. How are you helping to attract new talent into your region?
Yeah, it's a real challenge. You're right. We've been very busy with recruitment events on site. All our grade 4, 5 and 6 have taken part in recruitment training and we're now attending local schools and colleges to get the word out there.
Thank you. Is there anything else you believe helps us retain our colleagues?
I totally agree with Sharon and Dermot. We must make sure that we respect everyone and spending quality time in one-to-ones. We cannot say we believe in our PPA if we don't even offer every single colleague that courtesy. And do you know what? If anyone isn't having regular one-to-ones, ask for them. I also believe it's important to share business news. We need to make sure that we are cascading updates throughout the business to make sure that we're all connected, celebrating success and understanding our goals. Listen, anyone who knows me, I'm all about the people and our PPA, and if we focus on these, we cannot fail.
That's great, thanks Paco. Glenn, it's also been great to see a number of promotions in your region.
Yeah, and I'm so pleased with some of the promotions recently. Over 30 in my region have celebrated internal promotions in the past 2 years and have stepped up to grade 6, 5 and 4. It's one of those things that never stands still. Like all my colleagues, I'm really keen that we are constantly reviewing succession plans.
What is a succession plan?
It's as it sounds. As colleagues move through the business, we make sure that we have a plan for another colleague that is being identified for their next role. Again, through one-to-ones, we can start to identify future talent and help with programmes and develop plans to provide colleagues with more learning.
Thanks Glenn. And you've been actively supporting colleagues with flexible working, haven't you?
Absolutely. Where possible, I do think this is one area where we are being able to retain and develop our colleagues. A great example of this is Frankie Hancock from Wakefield, who was recently recognised at the 30% Club Inspiring Women Awards. We have promoted Frankie through the business and supported her working flexibly. This way, Frankie can have time with her family while having a successful career in the automotive industry. I was really delighted and proud for her when she won, and Frankie isn't the only colleague we are supporting in this way.
That's great, thanks Glenn. Becky, you also believe in offering flexible working?
Hi Sean, yes. For me, it really helped when my family was younger to be able to work flexibly while keeping and developing in my role at TrustFord. We also support men and other colleagues where they may need to have a different work pattern. What's really key is keeping an open mind, whether it's helping colleagues with childcare or looking at other ways to attract and keep the skills within TrustFord. We definitely need to consider as many options as possible.
That's great. How do we find out if our culture is changing?
Yes, so it'll all be in the data. We track our retention and our colleague turnover by team and by site. We also listen to what colleagues are saying, which is why the recent Great Place to Work survey was so important. The data we get back is of course anonymous, but it helps us know how we're doing, and most importantly, we can look at where we can make improvements. We also listen to feedback and other ways, including colleague app, town halls. In fact, we've just agreed the town halls again will be done in person rather than remotely. This decision was made directly because of the feedback from colleagues.
That's really good to hear, Becky. And do we have other examples of what we do with the feedback?
Yeah, another great example of the recent rollout with the defibrillators across the business. This came from a town hall meeting and we're so pleased to see that the project is now underway.
That's really good, thank you. I can really see how the company is trying to make changes and to grow and retain the best people. Sharon, is there anything else you want to add?
Thanks, Sean. Yes, I would just like to add that the board and leadership team is absolutely focused on making sure everyone in the business, whether they're in dealerships, Parts Plus sites, on the road or in an office, feels supported and listened to. Our PPA is still as important to our business and embedded in our DNA as it was the day we launched it. Becky's shared some great examples of how we listen and act on the feedback, and I want to share another really important one, uniform. We are launching our new uniform because we listen to our colleagues. As well as giving everyone a chance to share their point of view, we also tested the new designs and listened to the feedback. I want to thank everyone who participated in the survey and those who helped us make sure we will be providing comfortable, durable and also another great looking new uniform.
Thanks Sharon, and also to Dermot, Paco, Becky and Glenn for sharing your thoughts on how we grow and retain the best people. Now over to Frankie.
Thanks Sean, that's very kind. I am here with Stuart, Janine, Andy, Martin and Julia to find out more about how we are investing and innovating to stay ahead in a changing world. Stuart, why is this so important?
Hi Frankie, yeah, really good question. And the fact is, as a business, we just cannot afford to stand still. We've seen companies fall behind if they don't change and innovate. So, really important that we stick to our strategy around bricks and clicks. If we look around, there's constantly things are changing, whether it's technology or customer buying habits. So we really need to respond to those automotive needs. And our innovation, also comes from our product lineup. And as you can see, Ford are going on the exciting electrification journey. And we've got passenger vehicle, commercial vehicle, full electric vehicles in Mustang Mach-E and E-Transit, and lots more to come by 2024. You look at Ford Pro from a commercial vehicle perspective, some great strategy there, and we're confident Ford have made the right bet there. And with innovation, we do get change, and it does feel daunting, sometimes. But if we look back at Parts Plus, we went to an agency model in 2018, that's 4 years ago, and that's just been a super success, and we really are driving some fantastic performances. So we need to continue to invest in our infrastructure, and you've seen the investment there for our colleagues and our customers. And we need to adapt as we move forward, whether that's building, systems, reporting. And we're really proud that investing and innovating to stay ahead in a changing world. And you'll hear from Janine, Andy, Martin and Julia.
Thanks, Stuart. Andy, as our IT director, you must have to stay on top of a lot of changes in technology.
You're absolutely right, Frankie. The IT landscape is constantly changing, and we continue to invest significantly in our equipment and our systems.
Can you share what kind of equipment you will be replacing?
Oh, absolutely. So over the coming months, we'll be replacing many desktops and upgrading our Wi-Fi systems where needed. We're also upgrading mobile phones, and some colleagues will have seen some of those changes already. We've got much more on the way.
Stuart mentioned the cyber incident. Are you able to share anything around what changes may have been made as a result of what happened?
Yes, we all felt the impact of the incident, and I do want to thank everyone in my team and from across the business who helped us with our recovery after the event. Since it happened, we worked with a number of expert advisors to make sure we're doing what we can to protect ourselves in the future. So this includes significant investment in upgrading our security infrastructure and achieving what we call, in our world, Cyber Essentials accreditation.
It's good to know the IT team are doing what they can. Is there anything else colleagues can do?
In short, yes. While we're building more security into our systems, we still all need to be vigilant. So everyone must keep up with all the training and please keep rigidly to our policy. If something looks odd, don't open it. Never be afraid to contact the IT desk and ask questions.
So it looks as if 2023 will be about investing in security and equipment?
Indeed. But we will also be developing our systems further, and this will include the support for our mobile service colleagues, sales and fleet teams. We also continue to support all of Ford's Parts Plus systems across the country, 63 sites. We're also developing further our business intelligence tools to provide insight to teams across the business.
Business tools must be pretty important in your area, Janine.
Completely. The kind of reports we get these days are far better than ever before. I remember when we used to have long debates and discussions about what was wrong or right in the reports. These days we can see and understand very quickly what we're looking at. And it's not just finance reports, it's so much more.
I know what it means in my world. Our prospecting reports and tools have definitely helped the sales team.
Exactly. And the more these reports are brought to life by our colleagues in IT, the better equipped we are to find the gaps and identify any solutions that we may need.
So you've seen a few changes over the years?
Absolutely. Not just in the technology or a bunch of reports, but in the way it helps us all to work together as a team. Behind the scenes, colleagues are also working together to make sure we are building the best and most useful tools for the business. We don't just want a ton of stuff no one looks at, it has to add value for one and all.
So it feels like you're leaving everything in safe hands when you retire next year, JV?
I will miss everyone, but as we've heard already today, this is a great business doing fantastic things, and I look forward to seeing it continue to thrive even after I leave.
Thanks, Janine. Martin, I know your team leans on business intelligence reports as well. Do you have any examples of what is happening in the sales development to innovate in a changing world?
Yeah, hi Frankie. I totally agree with JV. Our team is definitely making better decisions based on more accurate information. Over the months ahead, we will be collaborating further with marketing, IT and admin to develop even more targeted insight. This will help us become even more confident when we're reaching out to the right customers at the right time for their renewals. We're also working with teams to develop our sales hub and introduce a digital paperless handover process and the ability to email documents directly to our customers. Our plans also include a customer portal which will allow customers to view and upload their documents.
Sounds great. On another note, do you think the current economic climate will affect what payment packages we offer?
Yes, we're already facing constant changing interest rates, but we are in regular dialogue with our finance partners to ensure we're offering the right products and have the right offers available. For used cars, we're actually investigating a rate for risk finance option. We're also revisiting how we can support our Take Me Home pledge with quicker, easier but compliant processes. We also want to keep offering value-added products to help protect our customers' purchases and ensure against unforeseen costs. Every month we review the quality of our offering to be sure they represent great value. For CV customers, we're working to create more choice and new finance lease products, credit lines and HP with Balloon, making it easy to fund and buy a van. This year we've actually seen an uplift in finance take-up, with recent improvements making it simpler to navigate choices. We're also now working with our marketing colleagues on further changes to our website, finance page to provide more choice, a soft search facility and self-serve proposals.
So how do you make sure you find out about new innovation in your area?
Great question. We regularly research new products and different payment choices. As a member of the National Franchise Dealer Association, we connect with others in the industry to stay on top of the latest innovations. That said, I cannot emphasise enough how much we rely on collaborating with TrustFord colleagues to drive that innovation. I'd really encourage everyone to reach out with all their ideas to help us keep innovating.
Thanks, Martin. Hi, Julia. Your role is to help us reach our customers. Has there been any new innovation in marketing?
Just a bit, yeah, lots. Some of which you can see and some that's less visible. We've been developing our website over the last 18 months and making a number of changes behind the scenes. While you might not be able to see them, it has made the website journey much more intuitive and faster moving while also keeping our processes safe.
And what innovation have we seen?
Well, one of the biggest was our new positioning over Never Miss a Beat with TrustFord Fleet. This new branding has provided our fleet colleagues with assets and a great film that they can now use when presenting to potential new customers. The film was deliberately shot in a way to support the 360-degree support that we give to our fleet customers. And this branding and film was really brought to life at the Commercial Vehicle Show earlier in the year, and then later in the year at the fleet event that Stuart mentioned earlier. To highlight our mobile service offering, we've created an animation for a very large fleet customer, well known for their delivery service, and we're now working on other initiatives to keep raising awareness of this really important part of our business plans.
Is there anything you can share about plans for Scotland?
Well, we've already been investing in marketing in Aberdeen, and we're delighted with the feedback from colleagues on the ground so far. We'll also be raising our profile through plans for Glasgow, so we're working with our media and content partners already, and it really helps that we can talk with colleagues in Parts Plus and Mobile Service who've been in Scotland for a number of years and already share our excitement about the new sites.
So we are investing in our website, Scotland, mobile service and fleet. Is there anything else?
Well as our plans to support new EV product launches, which we can see coming at us, we're also working on our next generation for Athena, that's the name we use for our customer database, and are investing in new ways to reach prospective customers with even more highly targeted digital advertising and through some more helpful frontline tools.
Thanks, Julia. There really is a lot of investment going on, Stuart. Can we afford it?
Well, as always, we need to make sure we are watching every penny. It's clearly important, but if you take on board what you've all heard today, you know, we need to invest and we need to continue to drive the standard in customer care. So our teams are highly skilled, focused on making sure we do get our value for money, but we need to invest, stay ahead in a changing world and absolutely be the envy of our competition.
Thanks, Stuart. And on that note, I'll now hand over to Colin.
Thanks, Frankie. I'm Colin Stelfox, Workshop Control at Stockport, and I'm here with John Lehman, Mark Wilkie, Stuart Cresswell and David Cox to find out more about how we are making sure we are the envy of our competitors. John, can you tell me what makes you proud to be part of the TrustFord family?
Hi Colin, there is so much going on and I wish I could list everything. Firstly, I am so proud as I travel around the business to see what everyone is doing every day to drive the standard in customer care. I am convinced that this is helping us to stay strong as a business. I also take pride in how colleagues are working together to drive new areas and build on success. No one is standing still, and the cross-functional support across our teams is the best I've ever seen it. Our plans for fleet and commercial vehicles, along with our mobile service operation, are already helping us to stand head and shoulders above the competition. And in new and used car sales, we know how tough the past few years have been, but again, teams have pulled together to look after customers while they wait for deliveries and to help customers step into the next and the best car for their needs. In sales and after sales, colleagues are learning more and more every day about electric and hybrid vehicles and adapting to all the changes needed to make sure we are match fit as more new product is launched.
Hi Mark, you've had a bumper year, haven't you?
Yeah, we have, Colin. Fantastic year, helped by an excellent team, support across the business, and pretty good availability of product. 2022 on the whole really has been another good one for fleet and commercial vehicles. It is fair to say that used CV has slowed up somewhat. We're working on some strategies to turn that back around. But even that said, CV and fleet has been more than strong enough to offset any challenges there.
What has been driving fleet performance?
So I think, Colin, probably a few things. Firstly, great product, our servicing proposition, and also new innovation. Stuart Musto talked earlier on about Ford Pro, and for me that's groundbreaking. I don't think any other competitor is offering such a complete solution. So it's no longer just about the product. Ford Pro means that we can offer finance, support, telematics, reporting, advice on EV and product all under one roof.
What makes us brave enough to claim we never miss a beat with TrustFord Fleet?
So that message has helped us show off how across the whole business we can work together with customers to provide them with 360-degree support. But what it really allows us to make is the claim that we have an exceptional partnership with our after-sales colleagues. Being able to offer exceptional workshop and mobile service support right throughout the UK is absolutely proving critical in our ability to help us stand head and shoulders above our competitors. We're helping customers keep their fleet on the road, and in fact we're saving them money.
And this year we saw eTransit join the product lineup.
Another exceptional product, and it joins the Mach-E as another outstanding product in our electric vehicle range for our customers. We've got more products on the way next year, not least with eCustom, so again we're hoping that 2023 should be a bumper year for us.
And any other pride points?
Yeah, I'd have to say that I think my other pride point would be how hard the teams worked to raise our CVP scores for commercial vehicles earlier in the year. We put a real focus on that, and thanks to our leadership across the CV business, we've seen some really heartening feedback, and that's now coming through in the results too.
Thanks, Mark. So Stuart, this sounds like quite a partnership with fleet business colleagues shouting about the benefits of our mobile service and workshop teams.
Absolutely, we're working closer than ever before, sometimes even presenting together and sharing how well at TrustFord we understand the need to keep customers' vehicles on the road. Do you know that 6 years ago we only had 2 mobile service vans at Heathrow? During 2020 in the pandemic we had 22, and now we have 90, with plans for 121 for 2023. We have also been focused on our Smart Repair Now proposition.
Is that the only focus, fleet?
No, not only fleet, it's about our customers. We are disrupting the market and growing the team to support these new opportunities. The way we now operate means that retail and fleet customers can enjoy the benefit of our ongoing investments and teamwork, whether it's our property portfolio of workshops and body shops, expansion into Scotland, Service Now, mobile service, Smart Now, service plans or Parts Plus business, our absolute strategic focus is on driving the standards in customer care. Can I also take this opportunity to thank our body shop teams who have had a challenge with work providers and this has been recognised, so a big thank you for your perseverance.
So Mark mentioned CVP. How's it going for servicing?
Much better. We still have got a bit to do, but I have to say every month we are making progress. If we can stabilise all our teams, remember to treat everyone with respect and follow up after every visit and stay positive, I know we can take it to the next level.
And next year?
More of the same. Further investment in what we offer customers on site, body repairs and in our mobile service fleet. A real focus on recruitment and retention and continuing to work in partnership with all colleagues across the business. And as ever, let's keep driving the efficiencies and keep being brilliant at the basics.
Thank you, Stuart. So David, we faced some challenges in 2022 with new car supply and used car sales slowing. What's your view on this year and next?
Hi Colin, yes, it's not been our easiest year. As we know, Ford continued to focus production on new vans, but as the semiconductor challenges eased, we've now started to see more stock coming back and have been able to deliver far more vehicles recently to customers. That's certainly helping because of the improved supply of new car and subsequently the improved supply of used stock. So I'm really pleased to be able once again to say we're going to return to the winter sale at the end of the year. Many of you will remember it was impossible last year. In used cars the market has toughened and we have worked hard to balance keeping the profit while also selling stock.
Have you changed anything with the used market being so difficult?
We've been regularly meeting as a team to look at everything we can do to help. This has led to further training from Auto Trade on how the market works and how we can treat prices without losing profit to help our stock movements. We've also worked with a number of marketing actions with different campaigns promoting really targeted offers and financial incentives. And of course we've been able to revisit and rebrand our TrustFord Now proposition for used cars and used vans. This remains a very strong, unique selling point which must be the envy of our competitors.
What about Motability?
Well, Motability has actually performed pretty well. Even with the reduced product choice, we've still outperformed much of the wider market. Our colleagues, events and marketing have helped, and what was really good news is that more of our sales colleagues are going to be trained as Motability specialists going forward.
You mentioned reduced stock choice. Will this continue to improve across new car sales in 2023?
Well, we know that Ford is really moving forward with electric and hybrid product. This means we'll be losing some of the key vehicles as the year progresses. Diesel Cougar, EcoSport and our great friend Fiesta will all start to disappear, which can feel daunting, but we have been promised stronger supply of Cougar PHEV, Mach-E and Puma towards the end of the year. We will also be able to start taking leads and talking to customers about 2 brand new all-electric cars. If you consider the cities that we operate in and changes being introduced to lower emissions, this all makes strategic sense. The truth is 2023 will be a period of transaction, but still with great opportunity.
So, more change ahead?
Yes, there is, but it's actually all positive in the long run. Stock is coming back, and with our scale we'll be able to move stock where needed and continue to respond quickly to changes along the way.
Thanks, David. John, we are really striving to be the envy of our competitors. Anything else you wish to add?
Just one other thing, Colin. I really do believe that it all starts with our people and our PPA. Since we launched our PPA, our performance has continued to strengthen even through the toughest of times. Next year won't be easy, but with a positive attitude and a great teamwork, we really will be the envy of our competitors.
Thank you, John.
So thank you for watching our virtual conference today. I hope it's been informative and has brought to life the fantastic work that's going on around the business. I also hope you share my excitement about the future. So just to finish, I just wanted to reflect again on our PPA, purpose, principles and ambition. Let's just take a moment to think about it. Are you living our principles? Think about how you respect and care for others, particularly how you're making our business more inclusive? Are you positive in what you do? I want everyone in our business to enjoy what they do and in turn to have the attitude to make it happen. Our PPA has been with us for many, many years, and it is as relevant today as it was when we launched it. If we embrace it, we will naturally be delivering our purpose, which is to drive the standard in customer care. Thank you.